What is going on, my patriots? How y'all guys doing? Welcome to another edition of Joel's News and Views, also known as Conservative News and Views. If it's your first time tuning into the broadcast, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell up top. Please like and share. Please like and share. Now, with that being said, let's jump into this. You know what, guys? I get so tired. I really do. I get so damn tired of making these videos about these crazy ass liberals. But I know it's my duty as a patriot, as a conservative, to try to save this generation, because right now we live in a world where everybody thinks that everything that is done or performed on a person of color, even when that person of color has brought it upon themselves, is racist. You know, it's a lot to unpack here. So I'm not going to tarry too long. I'm just going to jump into the situation. Now, I'm not going to give you a whole story of this, that, and the third, but I'm going to play a clip here of Joy Reid talking about how racist everything is going on at the border. Okay, let me play that clip right quick, because I think that it's imperative we talk about this, because it's getting out of hand. And please note, if you have any issues during the stream, you want to talk to anybody, my producer Roger is probably online. He would definitely assist. My other producer, 0% Liberal. So just want to make sure you guys know that.
Okay, I want to show you some unbelievable images shot near Del Rio, Texas. This video from over the weekend shows a horse patrol for U.S. Customs and Border Protection trying to corral human beings like cattle, chasing after Haitian migrants trying to cross back into the United States. These horrifying images seem far more reminiscent of the Fugitive Slave Acts of the 1790s and 1850 and not 2021. Today, the chief of Border Patrol told reporters that these agents were most likely using a technique to control their horses, but would look into the matter. Wow, okay, thanks. I was not aware that whips, which come from the slavery era, were part of the package that we issue to any sort of law enforcement or government-sanctioned personnel. Were you aware that that was being issued to people?
All right, before we proceed on, let's talk about this. First and foremost, they are on horseback. Okay? They are on horseback. And since they are on horseback, okay, they have to use whatever tactics they can to protect the border, because you got to admit here that they have limited resources right now. These guys' hands are tied behind their back. They are being stripped of power to do anything. And when you're facing that, it's very difficult to try to do your job effectively. Now, again, they have to protect the border. That's what you guys pay them to do, right? They are border patrol. That's right, border patrol. Their job is to make sure that nobody comes what in the US illegally. But you're basically saying because they're black, okay, they were supposed to just let them come to the border. I mean, if that's the case, then why in the hell do we have border patrol? Why won't you just get rid of it? Y'all getting rid of everything else. I mean, to me, to sit here and you to say some foolishness that it's like the 1790s at. If it was the 1790s, Joy Reid, they would be dead. Okay? Back then, it wasn't no little whip here, little whip there, get back. They were getting off their horseback and they were actually whipping the slave. Okay? They were actually killing the slave. We didn't see any of that here. But this is what y'all do. Y'all go out here and y'all make things more than what it is. And you make people feel like that that America itself, the policies, the way to protect America is racist. But if the shoe's on the other foot, Joy, if you had one of those Haitians, let's say crossing into your property, you had about 1,000 of them in your little gated community. You're not telling me you're not going to use no type of force to defend your property, make sure they don't overrun it, don't overtake it. You're not going to do whatever you can to make sure that these people don't harm you because you don't know their intentions. Exactly. Haitians are programmed that this is supposed to be a land of opportunity, that they are supposed to have their cake and eat it too. Again, you guys are part of the problem, not the solution. Let's continue with the video.
People had that kind of equipment on them that they could use on humans? I guess the obvious first question is, who, to your knowledge, were these agents on horseback? Why were they permitted to operate in this way? And is this some sort of standard procedure to corral people using horseback maneuvers that really look like you're herding cattle? Let's talk about where we go from here in terms of why people are being sent back. We know that Haiti is completely unstable. The political climate there is desultory, as well as the health climate, the physical climate. Why would anyone, and at this stage, particularly a child or a mother, a family, why would anyone be deported back to Haiti at this point?
Well, I'm about to answer your question, Joy, because unfortunately, you being a journalist, you stupid as fuck. The reason why they're getting deported back or should be deported back, because just like you said, it is inherently right now very difficult for us to determine who is healthy enough to be entered into the US that is not spreading not just the sweet and sour sniffles, but any other diseases that we have cut down over the years. So, with that being said, that is exactly why we have had these things in place. We've had these things in place so that way we can weed this out. You know, the guy that used to be on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue that y'all used to make so many ratings off of dissing, disrespecting, talking shit about for the last 4 years. Now, keep in mind, I'm breaking this down for old Joy Head. that these folks are considered to be criminals because they did not come to our country the right way. But we have a organization, we have a administration that feels like that it should be a free for all for everybody to just come on into America. Now, I want to ask you something, Joy. You're probably an immigrant from African immigrant. You know, you from overseas and shit like that. Family came here, made a good life. Would you see anybody running through Nigeria like this, just rushing in Nigeria? You think Nigeria would allow an influx of people coming in? Or what about I think it's the Cape, is it Cape Cod? I don't think it's Cape Cod. I don't know what it is, but the tip of Africa, that little island, the Cape something, I don't know. I think it's Cape Cod. You think they'll allow us as Americans just to run in there, in their country? I'll give you another example, Joy Reid, because like I said, you're a journalist. You've been all over the world. You should have a fucking brain by now. What would you think, or what would you say if we had that same type of energy going into, let's say, Brazil waters? You think Brazil will just let Americans just chill and be all happy and merry? I don't think so, Joy. I don't think that's how it works. I think these other countries, even the UK, you got to go through what? A port of entry. Let me help you out again, Joy. A port of entry. You also got to make sure that you got all your shots, all your medical stuff is taken care of before you can even get a chance to even step foot into a hotel. That's right. South Africa. That way you from, right? I think your parents from there, right? South Africa. You got to have passports. You got to have proof of vaccination. So you're telling me, Joy, that you're going to look at them and tell them I'm a black immigrant who is an American citizen, and I demand, because I'm from your from your country, my parents is, I demand you to bend the rules and let me come in? Man, this is the thought of the liberals. I'm telling you, this is what they do to push that racial narrative. They will push common sense out of the fucking window every time, every time, every time, out the window. And you right, Big Booty, contradict the hell out of each other every time. Let's keep going forward with this nonsense, this madness.
We are out of time. Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, thank you for sharing that list. But I want to reiterate to our audience, it is not illegal to seek asylum in the United States. It is not. So we need to talk about this in that language.
All right, so I'm going to stop sharing this for a minute. She said it's not illegal to ask for asylum in the United States. She right. It's not illegal to ask for asylum in the United States. But see, the problem is, Joy, is that you got to do it through the right channels. You just can't bust up here and be like, yo, I'm going to come to your country and do what the fuck I want because I'm black and I should be privileged. It don't work that way, honey. I'm sorry. I know that's what you think in your mind, that white people get that privilege, but they don't. I hate to tell you, I've not met a white man yet who just walk up on the scene and said, hey, I want this to go my way, and it just happens. Oh, they are. Oh, we know they are. And then when I seen them had Ilhan Omar, you're married to a white man. You know, you are married to a white man, and you always talk about race. How do you lay down at night and make children with that man? I mean, I don't even know how he's comfortable even making children with you, knowing that every time you turn around, you're using his skin tone, his people, and make a mockery just for y'all to get a check. I mean, I don't know how he could do that. I mean, me being a black man, I couldn't be with a white woman who is using my skin tone as propaganda. I mean, I'm just being real about it. I don't know how they do that. I don't know how he can sleep at night. Yeah, he probably is. He probably sold his soul a long time ago, but I know I couldn't do that. Not in good faith. Not with my heritage. I couldn't do that. I could be comfortable doing that. But not only did uh Joy Reid, who is, like y'all said, one of the most paid, unsuccessful propaganda black folk in America today, but we got Don Lemonade. Let's talk about Don Lemonade, because see, Don Lemonade, this is his thing. He can't let Joy outdo him. He's got to be right there with Joy. You know what I'm saying? He's got to. I mean, him and CNN, they love doing that. I'll see if I can find this where he talked about it. See what he's saying. Oh, I can't find it. They just had it. I can't find it. If I can find that video. So this is what he said. He said a lot of stupid shit. So Don Lemon had the nerve to say, you know what? I'm just gonna play this part because this all ties in together. Let me play it. I finally found something I could play for y'all. This is what he said.
You ask any person of color, you ask a black man if they have that sort of privilege. Ask a poor white person.
Privilege.
No,
it's
hold
a
on.
right.
I know that. I know, but most people don't. You ask any person of color.
All right, so the clip I'm about to play for y'all is him and Cuomo having a discussion about what happened with the young lady that was missing. And this all ties into that. I can't find the border because I think they hurried up and took it down because it was so much heat. But shout out to my man, Black Conservative Perspective. He found it. I have to go and ask him where he found it at, or he send me the link. But either way it goes, she he talked about something that was real fucking retarded. So let me give y'all this here and break this down as well.
You ask a black man if they have that sort of privilege. Ask a poor white person.
Privilege.
No,
it's
hold
a
on.
right.
I know that. I know, but most people don't know that. They're not treated that way by law enforcement. Even if you think that, cops are the good guys, yeah, many times they are. But many times they aren't, especially when it comes to people of color and poor people in the society who don't have the means to be able to stand behind a lawyer.
All right, now there you go, Don Lemon. Now here you go lying again. Let's talk about how that lawyer shit works. You can have the right not to talk to the police. Okay, that's what Lord Laundrie's parents chose to do. Lawyer or not, you have the right. You don't have to talk to the police. Second of all, they tell you when they read you your rights, if you cannot afford a lawyer, we can get a court appointed lawyer for you. Keyword court appointed, Don. So that means if they put you in jail and you wait till your court date, they can take you out, try to get you to talk. You don't talk. Hey, when you go to the judge and you can ask, can I get a court appoint attorney? Now, when you get that, hopefully you will have common sense to understand that the a court appointed attorney that they giving you has enough common sense to tell you what's going on. Hold on, y'all. I gotta find out what this thing in the background. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna have to refresh it because I couldn't find it. But just to hear them talk like that, it pisses me off because you basically saying that black folks are ignorant and stupid. That black people just wake up. Every black person you meet is just dumb. Just don't know how to protect themselves from the law and just slow. And that's how these liberals think of black folks. They think that black people, especially from the hood, is stupid. They think they're ignorant. They think they're helpless. So they go out here and try to play this game of let me try to help you help yourself, when reality it's a way to make you feel like you are beneath them. And it's sad. So now I'm going to place the most of that clip tonight because I want to get a preview of what we're going to be talking about tonight on some of this stuff. But I just wanted my audience to see when I played that clip on how disturbing it is right now in the climate of America when we have CNN, we have all of these mainstream mediocres talking like this. This is what caused so much dysfunction in America. I mean, it's just, and it's facts. I mean, just to hear him say that black people are not that smart. Man, Brandy Cosby. I was looking at the what was going on with Don Lemon, what he said, that racial remark that black people can't take care of themselves. But I have more on that tonight when me and Dante will be on tonight. We'll break more on down this. I just want to give y'all a preview of some of the stuff we talk about tonight. But anyway it goes, I just wanted y'all to get in the comment section. Let's get this started early. So when we do the 8 o'clock show, what do y'all actually think? And thank y'all for 13 in the daytime. That's a record. We ain't never had 13 in the chat in the day. That was awesome. 12 right now. That's cool. I want to know from y'all guys, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about this whole situation that Don and Joy Reid is spinning? That black Haitians are getting whipped like slaves at the border. I mean, I need to know from you guys, what do y'all think about that? Also, I also want y'all to get in the chat and tell me, how do y'all feel? I don't give a damn if you're black or white, about Ilhan Omar keep playing the race card about she's so oppressed in America by white folks, but she's married to a white man. And what do you think, why he never speaks out about how disturbing that is to know that he's with someone like this? I need y'all in the comment section. Tell me what y'all thinking. I want to give y'all a quick 30 right quick for a preview for the night. Get y'all ready to get your mind ready for 8 o'clock. I love you guys. My wife says she loves y'all too. I got a vamoose. I got to finish doing laundry before the show and some other things around the house. Because right now, until I start my job, I am my wife's house bitch. Oh, man. She looking at me like, you bet not. All right, y'all. Love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. I'm out.